Hi, it's Leela. I want to talk about this crazy concept I've got. What if we all just started using gender neutral pronouns in the workplace? For everything, for resumes, for how we refer to people, for our casual interaction with people. What if in the workplace, especially, and by workplace, certainly service industry stuff, absolutely, but I'm specifically thinking about like the professional office workplace. What if it became the norm where when we refer to people, we use they, them? When we write letters, we just use the M or some other honorific. Just eliminate gender from the conversation. When I think about gender, I'm very much cisgendered woman, but I would love to use gender neutral pronouns in the workplace because there is so much evidence of discrimination against women that is casual and unconscious and just unconscious bias discrimination. So, for example, I know there are studies out there, and I don't know the references off the top of my head, but the same resume with a man's name versus a woman's name, the man's name gets more views than the woman's name. One that I was personally not directly impacted by, but I felt the sting of and definitely saw in observing the folks around me when, as a working mother and as a primary breadwinner working mother, I saw that a man who has children and is seen as a provider and is more likely to be promoted, whereas a woman who is the primary breadwinner and who is working a professional job and has kids, especially as she's going through pregnancy in the workplace, is seen as somebody who's going to need to take time for the children and may not be as serious about her career. Now, in a perfect world, that should apply in both ways across the board. Men and women should both be able to both provide for their children and take time for their children in equal measure. But in reality, there are these unconscious biases, these ideas that are in our head, whether we know they're there or not, that are impacting us. And I think that changing our language might just help with that. So, a radical concept, one of those things that I don't think it's going to happen. Put it in there as Leela's pipe dreams and soapbox speeches. But I think it would make the world a better place if we just professionally, in realms where it does not make any difference, or should not at least, does but should not, it really should not make a difference, if we just start treating it that way and make gender less of a big deal and have it understood in the workplace that what your gender is irrelevant to the job that you do. I would like to see that. Anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate you listening and have a great day.